Oh, welcome. We're just hitting the road after a night at the Village Inn and a little bit of a party there towards the end of the night, which was great. So we're in Bradford, Ontario, and heading down to Niagara Falls now. It's going to be a long 2 hours, but thank you for hanging out. I haven't been doing nearly enough video production and things like that on my personal channel here, so I figure we need some activity, and a couple of my friends do drive streams here and there, so we'll see what we see tonight. I don't expect a lot of anything, but again, thanks for hanging out, keeping me company. It's not the first hour and 45 minutes that gets you, it's that last 15 minutes. Corinne's life. Wow, you love being up late or early. Of course, right before I started, Streamlabs didn't want to work for no reason at all. I must have tried 10 times. It worked the other day, the last drive stream that you saw me do. So I'm using the YouTube app now for today, and it'll be fine. There's Dan, the Hit Music Man. Oh, before I come around is probably an hour and a half. Hour for sure, but I'm just barely leaving Bradford now. I'm not even leaving town. I'm not even out of town. Dan is a DJ friend. You may have seen him in one of my vinyl record videos. Back tires are over the line, right? You're getting up for a road trip, really? A K-pop wedding. That's interesting. I had my glasses on. Let's see if I can get that happening. Oh, goodness, yeah. I got a birthday on Sunday, actually, for my niece. Dave's Adventures. It's actually late for me. I'm just finishing. I was DJing at a place now that I'm working on Friday nights, and the drive home is just a dead 2 hours of nothing, right? And usually, except for maybe Dan, I wouldn't have friends that are up this late to be calling to talk for 2 hours and all that. So it's good to see you here. Dave's Adventures is from the UK. Four hours there and back in the afternoon. My dear goodness, that's ambitious. Drive's not so bad when you have company, right? Country Boy Magic, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. It's a longtime friend. the Toronto sign. Should be about half an hour from now to get to Toronto. I'll have to watch this back after and see how the sound is. I'm using the YouTube app, which I usually don't use, but Streamlabs didn't want to work for no reason. So I'm gonna whine and complain about that all week. Dave's Adventures is curious because we're driving on the wrong side of the road. Need some coffee, Country Boy Magic? Let's step it up a bit. Oh, starting gardening. Interesting. Dave's Adventures, what do you got going on today? Yeah, I drive a Ford F-150. It's a 2013. It's not the base model. I tried to buy the base model. They couldn't get it. I had to get the next model up, but I bought it at the end of the year, so I bought a 2013 in 2013, so it was tough to get what I wanted, but it's all good. But it sure is, yes, a comfortable ride. It's not terrible on gas like for a truck, right? So it does what it's supposed to do, which is great, but I tend to baby the thing. I don't speed or any of that stuff, and use a lot less gas when you take it easy. Dave's Adventures, thank you for that membership. I really do appreciate that. I hope to be doing a lot more on this channel, so like maybe even these drive streams are gonna be used to keep up the activity, but my days are getting shorter now. We set our clocks back this past Saturday, so I should have lots more time to start catching up. I hope to make videos and things like that as well. Yes, Donut Toys and Games. Or just get one of those autonomous Teslas or whatever they are that can do the whole job for us. Using an iPhone 12 mini to film. I've been really happy with the quality of the camera. I don't know how it looks to you right this second. I was using Streamlabs last time I did this, and I was really surprised to go back over the stream and see how stable it really is. It looks like somebody's holding the camera with their hand, but it's not. I've got this stand. The ride's a lot more bumpy than it seems, but yeah, it's really something else. I don't know if that's a stabilization feature automatically in YouTube processing or if it's the phone itself, but I'll have to compare last week's daytime drive stream with this right now. I haven't done one of these. Mark the Shark is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you guys again for keeping me company. Monster. On Fridays, I go a little bit overboard. It's a very long day, so I'm up in the morning. Not crazy early, but 7, 8, sometimes 9. And it's 2 Monsters and a Red Bull on Fridays. I'm not the young pup I once was, so I need a little boost to pull this 20-hour day. Hoping we see, I don't know, anything useful. You know as well as I do, you can see anything on the road while you're driving. The other day, I didn't catch nearly as many classic cars as I would have wished. Really only one that I noticed, but I was able to chop that out of the stream into a shorts video, and it did not too bad. I put up a sunrise video that I thought would do better. That was also chopped out of an older live stream, and that didn't do nearly as well. But I haven't done many. That makes 20 or 21 shorts. So I try to always think when it's time to build any kind of a series of anything or experiment with anything, do 100 and see what happens. So we'll see. What are you up to, Mark the Shark? Oh, Dave's Adventures is doing remix shorts. That's interesting. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, everybody will have to decide for themselves. But the way these social network now ripping each other off with every feature, it's probably a good thing because they're constantly raising the bar on each other. We haven't seen this kind of like progression in the features added by YouTube in years. I've been on 5.5 years now, and this year they're just like feature after feature after feature, right? And then TikTok's got ad stuff now, and Instagram's on the case and all that. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is Charlene Heal. Thank you for coming in. So I just finished a gig. I DJ on Friday nights now at a place I used to work a long time ago. And so I'm on my way home, but that place is 2 hours if there's no traffic away. It's not so bad because I was already in Toronto. I typically work in Toronto and have to be there on Fridays, so it worked out a little bit to do that gig. But it was kind of an impossible situation and way too long of a story even for a 2-hour live stream. But I worked there for a long time, from 1995 for about 14 years on and off. And that was when I was working in radio and stuff like that. It's actually the very first gig that I got working at one of the radio stations called Z103 in Toronto here. I went on to work at others, but that gig was something else. So they closed during the pandemic and reopened this summer and brought me in to help get it moving again, kind of. Oh, excellent. Mark the Shark. Wow, monetized. If you're going to do a monetization celebration, and pardon me if you've already done one, I hope I haven't missed it. Couldn't have, right? If you just became yesterday. If you're going to do a party, like a monetization celebration stream, then just please make sure that I know. And if you'd like, there's a few coming up now. I got a bit of a busy time. Gloria's Platter, I think, is doing hers next Sunday. And then, but we might be able to plan one so that I can come and raid you after mine, after Tuber Chat, before your monetization stream, if you're going to do it. Actually got a compliment tonight. Doesn't happen very often. You know, DJing is a job like anything else. I love it. I've, you know, done it forever and this and that. It doesn't feel like work at all. Once in a while you get people that, I don't know where manners seem to have gone over the last 12 years or whatever it's been, but some people can be a little bit abrasive. But I did get a compliment at the end of the night. Somebody was like, that was fun, we had a good time, you were great, the mix was good and all that. And you don't get nearly as much positive feedback as you get negative. You don't, you know, essentially need it because you're watching the whole floor all the night anyway. You can tell whether people are having a good time, but still nice to hear. It's nice to hear something nice, a little bit of positivity in the world, you know. Oh, Mark the Shark is going on a cruise. I am full on jealous. Country Boy Magic did lots of playlists for organizing, which is good. Yeah, that's another thing now. It's one thing to do YouTube playlists. Now, working at another gig, I got to do that too with music every week. It doesn't take long. Just got to update for an hour or two and make sure I've got everything new. I worked on a cruise ship in 1996 for one summer. I actually had to leave this place to go do it, where I'm working, if I remember right, but that was super fun. I was DJing on the cruise. I was working on Celebrity on a ship called the MV Zenith, which went from New York to Bermuda every week. And for those of you keeping score, Hurricane Bertha came through in that summer. So for 1 week, we went to Martha's Vineyard instead of Bermuda. Oh, that's cool. Country Boy Magic making a private playlist to check out supporters and things like that. There's our sponsored message from Bautissimo. Oh, that's actually, it's funny too, because when you put those sponsors on and you switch apps, now I can't have the sponsored stuff, so those messages get to go through, but there's no get paid for that. It's very, very, very low pay on those things. But I use Bautissimo on all my channels. Very cool, Mark the Shark. Rain today, but I'm getting the feeling the windshield looks a little dirtier than it should. I actually had I've never had a car detailed, but I had this truck detailed just 3 months ago. Looks like it's time to break out the Windex again. Are something else. We got one channel in the, we got a few travel channels, but we've got one called Warmstrong Adventures in the Tuberchat crew that has cruises. Sometimes you see a few people go on them. Hopefully someday you can get a lot of content there. I mean, not that you want to spend your whole vacation doing it. I would, you know. That would be my purpose of going, but we'll see. Seventh time on the same cruise. That's cool, Mark the Shark. I could see myself doing that. I get set in my ways and want to do some of the similar things. The ships now, though, I can just imagine the technology that's changed in the last, what is that, almost 30 years or beyond. Doing work on a cruise ship. Impressions, DJ? Tell you this, you can imagine how great it was. It was that great. It was way beyond. It was a life-changing experience, to say the least, and a ton of fun and everything else. Got to try to remember in a few weeks, my truck is going to hit 300,000 kilometers. I could do a shorts video when it crosses the marker. Oh, really? Mark the Shark. When are you going there? Are you going, oh, January. Wow. 6 weeks? Something like that. I don't know if you can see the roller coasters on the left there. That's Canada's Wonderland. We just drove by it. They actually do winter now. They have this thing called Winterfest. We've never gone, but I'm not sure if it includes rides or not. I don't know enough about it. I never looked it up. Kristen's hoping that we can go. Mark the Shark is shipping the car over. It's got to be quite a production. How far are you going to be from Two Pineapples, Mark the Shark? Are you anywhere near them? I forget if I've already asked you anything like that. The left over there is a huge shopping area. It's called Vaughan Mills. It's just monstrous. It's a shopping mall, but it's also got tons of big box stores all the way around, and little mom and pop shops. It's huge. Oh, very close. That's cool. Dan's got a wedding tomorrow. Are you going to be up until 5? There's a possibility I could get to you at in about an hour from now. You don't. Well, Dan knows where I am exactly. But oh, 3:30 start time. Our arrival time is cool. I'm just gonna step it up here a bit. Or not. anything's possible, Dave's Adventures, but it sounds like you're on the way. What on earth are you talking about, Dan? Dan is Impressions DJ. That's cool, Dave's Adventures. It's nice to have like goals and then successes along the journey. It's too tough to sit there and say like, oh, someday I want to have 100,000 subscribers or 1 million or whatever. Well, you know, it'd be nice to celebrate the small wins on the way. Oh yeah, I'm not thinking. Yes, Dan. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop streaming unless either the phone cuts off or any of that stuff. I've got it plugged in. Hopefully I haven't used the YouTube app before. Streamlabs does a good job of making sure, let's say, I'm saying making sure, but what I mean is that the battery won't run out as long as it's plugged in most cases, or all cases that I've seen so far. So the YouTube app, I'm not sure. Hopefully it's not draining more power than it's replenishing. But then, yeah, we'll get face-to-face with Dan. I'm just dropping off, actually, a DJ controller for him. He likes to loan me equipment that I keep for months and devalue as much as I can before giving it back to him. That's really cool, Dave's Adventures. 100,000 views is a really cool milestone. Well, I keep forgetting, but if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. It really does help, as most of us know. Thanks again for keeping me company. Time's flying now. It's been a half an hour already. I would have not guessed. I should know by where I am, but I'm just saying. Oh, and pardon me as the yawns begin. I'm not going to eat, though. I've got snacks, but I'm not going to like get a whole meal and all that. Sometimes what we do is go after the bar, and there's just one tiny takeout food place available to get a burger and fries or whatever, but a lot of the staff go over there and people after the bar end up there eating. I have, but not today. It's going to be a long weekend of driving and other things, so I just want to get home and get what rest I can for today. Pete, you know what's funny about that, Dave's Adventures? Pete actually came in earlier and said in the chat he's going to be sleeping at this time. So I'm going to tell that story probably tomorrow. The fact that like people might wonder, does Pete ever sleep? And I will be able to say, I think I have an answer. I think Pete sleeps in the middle of the night, at least for a moment. Doesn't seem like it. He seems to be everywhere all the time. To Jay Jordan, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for the share. I do appreciate that. I swear he literally came into the stream. I forget what time, because I was obviously working on the other thing, like working at the gig, so I can't be on the phone like the whole time. I just have it beside me. But at some point, probably 1 or 2 a.m. my time, he came in. For me, it's 3:20. Oh, sorry, it's 2:26. Is it 3:26? Yeah, it is. I forgot. Sometimes I don't change the car. I don't change the truck's time for like months, and then I get all stressed out. But I guess I've gotten in the habit of doing it. I must have done it the other day and forgotten. The J Jordan, are you still up or just getting up? J Jordan's killing it with content, man. Seems every day there's something going on. Mostly fitness workouts, and otherwise music lessons. Now we're moving a little bit. Still up. This exit of the highway coming up is where I used to live. And up on the hill, that little building that you see on the side there is a hockey arena where I used to play when I was a kid, Little League or whatever we call it. I played until I was a young teenager, old enough to whine about not wanting to play anymore. Yeah, it's literally like for me 3:30 in the morning. There should be no traffic, right? There could be a little bit. I mean, maybe I should look at Waze for a second at some point. That's going to drain the battery on my other phone pretty quick. I left my power bank where I had been working earlier in the day. I made sure to make that thing like full power so that I'd have it for this. I've only got one USB that can plug into the truck right this second. I have another little device that you plug into the cigarette lighter, and then it's got a couple of USBs, but I don't have it out, and I think it's only an amp or 2 amps or whatever it is. It doesn't do very much. Oh yeah, no, thank you, Dan. Yeah, no, I have the stuff. I just don't have the stuff plugged in today. The idea of doing this drive stream was like, okay, well, we'll just like try and see, because I never do these. A long time ago, I had tried to do a thing where a friend, Jeff, was doing stream yard. And then what I would do is go on so that I'd be driving and on the panel, but there'd be other people on the panel, but it would cut off so many times. I don't know if it's any better now or anything like that, but now I actually keep so I have 2 phone plans. They're fairly inexpensive. My main phone is about $100 a month Canadian, just under. And the second phone that I'm using to stream right this second is another $45 a month. But what we find is that streaming outdoors, it is always beneficial to have an extra phone, like the second phone, so you can read the chat. And I tried so many times to do it where I just had a phone that was tethered, and it would break the connection all the time. So then I'd lose the chat or lose the stream, and yeah. As long as you're going to be active, it can be worth it, let's just say. But I got to get some activity on this channel. Hoping to ramp up the videos, we'll see. I got a milestone coming up in a couple of weeks. Number 500 of Tuber Chat is going to be soon. Thanks again, everyone, for hanging out. I didn't have the cruise control on until now, but I'm gonna hit it. We're moving at a good pace now. This guy's moving at a very good pace, but I don't engage in that kind of behavior. Where we are right now is officially in the outskirts of Toronto. So the way that Toronto is a big enough city that we have 5 boroughs, similar to the way that New York is laid out, where you have like the different areas. And we're out on the west end of Toronto. We're not going to go by the CN Tower or any of that stuff today. There's just no need, and Niagara Falls is southwest, so we're just going to keep heading that way. Yeah, thank you, Charlene Neal. Enjoying all the orange pylons and cones everywhere. There's literally construction everywhere all the time. Traffic. There was something on the sign back there that said that 2 left lanes will be blocked soon. If I read it right. Yeah, Charlene Heal, time flies. That was a year ago then. Doing about 50 episodes every 6 months. So we're 2.5 years away from 1,000. That's when, once we get to around 800, 900, I'm expecting that that's when I'm going to start considering what will be next for Tuber Chat. Of course, we don't know what the world's going to look like in 2.5 years. You'll have to pardon me for a second because I can't turn the sound off. notice that where we're going for quite some time, at least another half an hour, the cities don't seem to have borders. There's no farmland in between or anything like that. Every town just blends into the next one. When to leave? Why, are you gonna meet me somewhere, Dan? I'm not just coming to your place. Outside on the off the highway. I'll be all right. I wonder if Mark the Shark is up playing online poker. For all the talking I do about it, I don't play. I haven't made any time to play. I haven't found myself with any time. This year's outdoor work season worked out a lot differently than I would have expected. Been way busier for the last couple of weeks than usual. Longer hours. I gave you the name, Mark the Shark? Oh, Mark the Poker Shark, yes. Of course. I used to play a lot when I was DJing, right? Like, I haven't done this kind of work again like I was doing tonight, and I have been for it's almost 3 months now again, but I had done it for years and years and years, and in the later of those years I was playing Poker Stars. What would happen is I'd fire up the laptop, because we weren't using it for DJing yet. I was still using vinyl and CDs, right? Mostly CDs. And I would fire up the laptop and play until almost midnight, because I'd start the music, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I used to only play these dollar tournaments. I think it was 90 people, it could have been 45. And you just like, it costs $1, lasts about 2 hours, and if you place 7th or higher, you make money or something like that. I did not too terrible. I could put $20 on PokerStars. It lasts me like 6 months. On the left there is the Ford plant. I don't know what they make there right now. They always have an advertisement on the side of one of the buildings here for the Maverick now. They're making a lot of pickup trucks. I don't know what on earth they're doing. They've got this, like, so I don't know what that is. I gotta see one, like, up close. So, Ford Maverick now, I guess. And then they've got the F-150, of course. They used to make a Lincoln Mark LT, but that's gone now. And then now they've got the Ranger, which I don't know anything about trucks. I'm just rhyming off the names here. But the Ranger now seems to be more expensive than the F-150, and I don't really understand. Holy smokes, Mark the Shark, you made 50 of those hats? Mark the Shark sent me this beautiful hat. It's actually embroidered, and I've worn it a couple of times, I think, on Tuber Chat. I've had, it's a black one with orange lettering. So really eye-catching, like beautifully done, but I didn't realize you had that many out there. Got these special lanes on the left where if you have more than one person, you can drive in them. High occupancy vehicle lanes, they're called, I think. Oh goodness, Mark the Shark. I was just about to do merchandise on Tuber Chat, shirts and all this stuff, and then I set it up on Amazon merch, and that's similar to Teespring or Printful or some of these other services that print on demand, and they closed it up like a month after I set it up because of the pandemic and all that. Yeah, Dan, I'm moving not too badly. Third line already. The reason for those lanes, of course, is that you, if you have more than one person, you can hop in there. And during the times where it's really busy, which is probably 16 hours a day, you're supposed to be able to move a little bit faster. Those lanes also, I think, I don't know if they allow taxis, emergency vehicles, buses, things like that. That's what's with the Diamond. But then as well, you could buy a permit for it. I forget if it's $100 or $1,000 or something like that for a season or a year or whatever. Hungrier than I thought. I might get something terrible when I meet up with Dan. Wasn't gonna eat, but when you think about it, I didn't really have like a dinner of any kind. I wasn't hungry today at all, and I just ate garbage, chips and chocolate nonsense before working. But I start that at 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock, I go and I set up all my gear and stuff like that. Doors open at 9, and then we work until just after 2. It takes me another half hour, 45 minutes to wrap up, and then I'm out of there. Oh, nothing's open there? It's okay, I got chips still. Monster time, yeah. I've already done 2 monsters and a Red Bull. That's the Friday ritual. I literally time those things out. So I have a monster in the morning for breakfast, of course. I have another monster later in the day, usually 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. I try not to be later than that. And then at the place that I work, I'll have a Red Bull at 10 p.m. or somewhere around there. I really don't like the idea of having that much of the stuff, but this drive after, you can imagine, you know, you just worked all that time, and I'm up all day on Fridays. Not that I have like really strenuous things to do, but running errands and family obligations and stuff like that, so it makes for a long last couple of hours. Yeah. If there was going to be a triple monster day, it's that day. The only reason I don't have a third monster on Friday is because at the bar they have Red Bulls. So I buy a Red Bull from one of the bartenders and tip them a couple dollars, right? Like $5 or something, just to do something. I don't really drink very much of anything most of the time. Mr. Bones, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, thank you, Mark the Shark. Good luck with your tournament today. I'm assuming Mark the Shark's playing a tournament. He seems to always play tournaments. If you play online poker, you can like rack up money faster by playing cash games, right? You hop in, and if you're lucky enough to hit a couple of pots, you move quickly. But I like tournaments just because if I'm gonna play, it's really for fun. It's not like I'm trying to like make money. I can't imagine myself putting like big money in or anything like that. But for these dollar tournaments and stuff like that, 2 hours of entertainment for $1 seems great. Lucozade, I don't know if we have that, Dave's Adventures. Chip time, bro, since there's not going to be any McDonald's or Wendy's or anything else. Cheat meal time, yeah. I'm on Jeff all the time because he eats a lot healthier than me, but on him. Today he streamed on that channel, Travel Fun 69. He probably just finished actually an hour ago, but they were out to eat. I have a phone. Oh, I got 2. I have 2, that's why. The phone that I'm streaming from is an iPhone 12 mini. This is the one I usually walk around with a gimbal, and it's in a stand on the dashboard, somewhat obviously, right? But then I have another. 6,000 calories, my dear goodness. Oh, what exit, yeah. Yeah, today is probably, yeah, so everything from an iPhone, I used to use 4S, and that shot 4K. If I remember right. I've always used, iPhone 4S was the first phone I had 5.5 years ago that we were doing YouTube with. There are videos out there with hundreds of thousands of views. On Jeff's channels, I don't have anything that big yet. I started Jeff's channels for him before I started my own. Travel Fun 69 is one of those. And there's videos on there probably. On his, it's actually, the Travel Fun 69 is probably all his. I don't know if I filmed anything on that channel. I can't for the life of me remember now. We've lit between us hundreds and hundreds of videos. Casablanca. A&W. Ironically, A&W is the restaurant that's open in Bradford 24 hours. Slam tonight? Was there a game? Leafs were playing, weren't they? I forgot that it was Friday earlier in the night at some point, and I asked Siri if the Leafs were playing. I still probably have a few members of Dave's Adventures. There's not many because I got quite a few members here during the Freedom Convoy last February when I was filming that. But I haven't been very active on this channel most of the year. I was actually surprised to see how little I really have done. But that's exactly the reason why I'm doing these things now. I put up a couple shorts this week, a couple of these live streams for some activity. And Jeff and I are hoping to both get into a lot more videos this winter, starting almost right now. Chips and dip. No way. This is what Dan was talking about. It's called the Burlington Skyway. We just left a city called Burlington, and on the other side is a city that's a little more well-known called Hamilton. We don't have many tunnels here. And the ones that we do have in the Niagara area are quite short, like not long at all. For many years I was going to the United States DJing in the Northeast, no flights, just driving, but I did go to Philadelphia and Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Harrisburg I went had to go there 6 weeks in a row. That was something else, but I do kind of miss those drives. Dave's Adventures has another channel called Dave's Who Reviews. He is a huge Doctor Who fan. Yeah, the weather said that it was supposed to rain all week, I think, right? We'll see. Came true today. Said it was supposed to rain. Gotta keep my eyes open for Casablanca here. I don't remember where it is. Haha. Dave's Adventures, you think you're gonna come to Canada? If Dave's Adventures comes to Canada, I'll be meeting up with him at Niagara Falls, or at Canada's Wonderland for sure. What'd that Powerball go for last week? Was it 1.6 billion? Would we like 1.6 billion in AdSense money? That's like do-it-all ceiling money. And then the question is, if you had 1.6 billion, would you still work? You can afford all the monsters you want then. I'm gonna actually meet up with Dan like in 10 minutes or something here. I just gotta bring him something. Retire poor, Mark the Shark, yeah. The crypto markets are in the tank, so I bought some of that today. Literally today, tonight. Trying to concentrate on DJing in a dance floor, and I got the crypto chart open on the phone waiting to snipe something at a certain price. I haven't bought any crypto in a while. I really don't have a lot, but I did just grab another handful today. Small, very small. Yeah, half of Jeff's salary, the government gets the other half. I don't remember where Casablanca is. I don't know if I ever get off there for anything. That should be coming up. Oh, please tell me I didn't pass it. 50 road is coming up. Beginning of the stream, I said I specifically did not want to eat. By the time I finish this drive, I will have gone through an entire full-size bag of potato chips. So thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you haven't already. We need lots and lots of those all the time. $600 million? I think if you took over all of Disney World and Disneyland for a week, I still don't know if that's $600 million. You're telling me it couldn't have been done for $599 million? There's Casablanca. So you're telling me Justin Trudeau spends more money than Justin Bieber? First Floor Audio, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Nate Vlog, good to see you here. Nate Vlog is from so far back in the day. He's unbelievably supportive to both me and Jeff all this time. Nate Vlog introduced me to the Hoops Family Network, which I'm still connected to as well. If you remember, these people are inspiring or inspirational in the creation of Tuber Chat in the first place. Nate Vlog is living it up, man. That guy's traveling all over the place. I see the A&W. Groovy vibes for sure. We're just making a pit stop because I got to drop something off for Dan. He's also a DJ, but he loaned me a controller a long time ago, and especially when I was trying to get this gig happening that I'm working for, I went through a lot of headaches with different controllers. I tried to buy a couple of used ones. I bought a used one and a demo one and everything, just trying to save a couple dollars, and ended up turning into a monster headache. So I ended up having to buy a brand new one and getting another one refunded and all this. But Dan loaned me something as well, and I'm just dropping it off. Yeah, 24 hours, Dan. What are you talking about here? I can eat half a bag of chips and a hamburger. Okay, Dan, do you want anything from here or what? I'm an order taker now. Dan will want something, I'm sure. Dan. Yeah, I just need a minute, please, if you don't mind. What are we getting, Dan? Let's look at the menu and see what they got here. I always get the same thing. Oh, can we actually? You might not be able to see. They like me. I'm going back and forth in the drive-thru. What on earth am I doing? No, just tell me what you want. I'll get it, Dan, if you want. Always checking the maps. All right. Dan lost out. I was going to be a super nice guy. Hi there.
Sorry, are you ready for the order?
Yes, please. Can I just get a Papa Burger, please?
Cheese?
No, thank you.
Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you. I don't even know what's on this thing. It's another cheap meal. Yeah, they got the way that this place A&W. It's A&W, the company that makes the root beer. I'm assuming everybody in the world has A&W root beer, but here they have restaurants and they have hamburgers, fries, onion rings, things like that. So what they do for a theme is they name all the burgers. So you have like a mama burger and a teen burger and a papa burger, and I think they have a grandpa burger and an uncle burger and this kind of stuff. I don't even know what's on the one I got. When it comes to ordering like this kind of nonsense from takeout food places, I'm pretty easygoing. I just get whatever they are with whatever it comes with. I'm gonna go back to the speaker. See if I can get her to add to the order. Hi there.
Hi there.
Can I add to the order that I just made? Yeah.
Okay.
Can I please get a matzo burger with, but I'm gonna get a combo with no tomato.
Fries and burger.
Yes,
Anything else?
that's it.
Okay, very good.
Thank you. I wanted to be sure that I brought riveting entertainment to YouTube tonight. But thank you everybody for hanging out. Now the worst part is I'm going to eat this thing and I'm probably only 45 minutes from home, maybe less. Shouldn't be eating this late. I'm not getting fries and root beer because that, for me right now, that's too much. The problem is if I eat that much before I go to bed, I can't wake up. It's a real horrible situation trying to wake up for some reason. Yeah, Dan's, oh, because I said it was a combo, and she asked me in the speaker if it was fries and root beer, yeah. You might not have been able to hear that, but I just said yeah, so I'll have it. Hi. Thank you, Mark the Shark. Thank you for this. Oh dear, I almost dropped it. They're using paper straws, I think. Yeah. We got this thing going on in Canada this year now. They got rid of plastic straws. They're getting rid of plastic bags. So in the grocery store, you have to bring your own grocery bags or you're almost out of luck now. Not going to be long before they're completely gone, it seems. You see this sign in front of me that says caution, watch for curb? You know that sign had to be put there for a reason. Oh, there he is. There's Impressions DJ right there. Doing anything. Can I, how do you do this? I'll show you the truck without showing you the disaster I've got in here. All my stuff. So thanks everybody for hanging out again. There'll likely just be another moment. Thank you very much. Oh, now we got to figure out whose burger is who. I don't know if they mark them. They must. last thing we need today is to hear a crunch on Dan's van while I back up. Let me do a 3-point turn to get into a parking space in an empty parking lot at 4 in the morning.
Guy, the funny
Yeah,
thing
guy.
is
Yeah.
it's like 2 minutes behind when I'm listening.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's at least 30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, guy. Good to see you. So this is Impressions
Oh, you switched the
DJ.
camera, right?
Oh,
What
just
up,
just
PT?
for right now.
Nice guy.
The monkey. Good to see you in the house.
Oh, you read off that phone?
Oh, I just pulled over because I got to actually deliver something to Dan.
Isn't this guy a champ or what?
It is
Fucking
actually.
champ.
It is. Most of this is yours. If you just
want
want,
back my controller after 7 years.
I take
You
all
give me
of
food.
all of Dan's DJ equipment, and I make sure it completely devalues before I return it.
But the best thing is in return I have your chairs.
That's true. They're
Which you
actually not
probably
mine.
forgot
Yeah, did you bring them or no?
about. Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Okay.
My favorite Christmas film is Beat Street.
Okay, so many things that you were talking about today on the drive that I was like, oh, I wanted to say this, and now I completely forget everything.
Mm-hmm.
Not a single thing. Is your burger in here?
It's in there, yeah. You just take mine out and the rest is yours. Because I didn't get fries and all that. No, I don't know which one is which. You know this better than me.
Mm.
I'm going to have to hop out of here for just a moment when I get Dan's stuff out of the back. And he's got something that belongs
That's the one
to
because
him.
it's the double one's got fries in it.
That's mine?
Yeah.
For sure?
Yep.
Oh, and extra fries for free.
There you go.
Not really. But
Yeah. How's everyone doing? They're doing good? They decided
Hopefully.
to follow you on the drive home, eh? The club was good?
thank goodness. It's picking up. So today there was a bit of activity happening, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stream until it's like busy, like gotta be packed, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure.
Some of you will recognize Dan from a vinyl record video that I did with him.
That
Might
I
have been the
haven't
first
used
one.
once. He bought me a record, and I haven't put it on the turntable because I don't want to ruin it.
It's only been like 3 years.
I don't want to get any scratches on that thing, guy.
Thank you, Dave's Adventures.
So. Where are most of these people from here?
Everywhere.
All around, yeah.
What's your favorite Christmas film?
Man, that's a tough one.
Home Alone?
I mean, that's the first one that pops in my mind when you think of Christmas movies. I'm not going to be one of those guys that says Die Hard.
Oh. Good. I forget
It
that
was
that's a
Die Hard.
Christmas movie, yes.
Well, but is it really?
Oh, I don't know. Same as Beat Street.
I don't even know what Beat Street is.
It's a breakdancing movie from way back in the day.
Oh, it's supposed to be Christmas though?
I forget. There's Christmas in it because they go to a Christmas party,
Yeah.
and there's a Christmas rap that's
Okay,
got
you know,
all kinds of inappropriate language
what's
in
the
it.
other one with the tall guy? What's it? Elf, is it?
Oh, I didn't see any of that
I
stuff.
haven't seen that.
Yeah.
No. I love watching movies, but I miss out on a lot of movies.
I used to watch so many, and I haven't in a long time. When my son was growing up, we used to go to the movies every Tuesday.
Do you want to know how hurting I am? What movies I've never seen? I've never seen Avatar.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never seen Titanic.
Really?
I've never seen like major films like that
Titanic I saw in the theater.
because I always think, oh, there's time. I can watch it somewhere else, kind of thing. So,
The monkey is no joke.
wow.
Uh,
Yeah, guy.
some more unexpected riveting entertainment.
So you got your niece's birthday on Sunday, you said?
Yes.
could have came by.
I
You know
know.
what the difference is between streaming on YouTube and streaming on Twitch? So I've heard. You're not allowed to stream on Twitch driving.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently, people, it's part of their terms of service that you can't drive and stream.
No. Huh.
If you do, they shut you down.
Really?
Yeah. Now, I've done it once, but I didn't save my video after.
Oh. I wonder if that's a thing.
Yeah. But YouTube, I know I've seen lots of videos of it.
But this might not actually be live. This might be one of those things where you record the video and then just run it as a live stream. Really no way to tell.
True. Very good. Good point.
Not a very delicious looking burger.
It's not a delicious looking burger?
No, it's
Come on,
pretty,
guy. It looks better than McDonald's.
pretty basic.
The Papa Burger is
Oh.
basic. The Teen Burger is pretty good. Teen Burger has like cheese and cheddar cheese and bacon.
Mm.
The matzo that I have, it has matzo cheese and bacon and a different sauce. Pretty much the same thing as the Teen Burger, except the Teen Burger has teen sauce, which I won't make jokes, but got low battery already, eh?
That's because I keep
What is it? I had a Big Mac. the other
changing
night.
Dave's Adventure. But he's in the UK, so I wonder if their Big Mac, isn't it supposed to be called a Royale with cheese?
Is it, or is that a quarter pounder?
Oh, you might be right.
It's called the Royale. Do they have? I heard that. I know we have it in Eastern Canada at McDonald's, but I heard that in the UK they also have fish and chips on their McDonald's menu.
Oh, really? Fish and chips. That's right, because of the metric system. No Royale. Pardon me. No Royale with cheese.
I'm starving, man. I'm so sitting there working on that list of music. I'm done. I finished just before I left.
Is that just client requests?
Oh yeah, yeah. They gave me like 70 songs for tomorrow. 20 of them are for dinner, and the rest of them for dancing. And there's about 15 songs on there that were like Korean songs that I have to grab.
Oh.
But it's an easy gig tomorrow. I'm walking in. I'm all in-house and everything. So all I gotta do is walk in with my laptop, plug into the in-house sound. I don't even have to bring my controller
That's all right.
because they have their controller.
And Dave's Adventure says no fish and chips where he is.
No? Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that somewhere that in the UK that they have. I'm pretty sure that's where it was. In the UK that they have that fish and chips. Oof. Yeah. And I heard you saying something about A&W. They don't have it everywhere. I didn't know that. In the States, that they do have this. No, the burgers and fries and all that.
Oh no, I don't know.
A&W?
No. What I meant was that. Oh, I might have misunderstood what Dave's Adventures was saying, because when I went through the drive-through, when I ordered your thing, the girl asked if I wanted, because I said combo, but she asked with fries and root beer.
Yeah.
But it was so quiet, the speaker's not loud,
Oh,
that
yeah,
they
yeah.
might not have heard it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Pardon me.
Oh yeah. It's hidden spot. Right
Oh,
there.
baby, it's cold outside. You ever play that song?
Yep.
Really?
Oh yeah. When I do corporate parties,
Yeah?
when I'm doing Christmas around the Christmas songs around this time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll be honest. I'm one of those guys that I just don't believe in the whole thing of don't play this music because this person's offended because of this. At the end of the day, if that's the case, there's millions of songs out there. You're going to be down to 100 songs. Every song is going to offend. I had a school dance. I think I told you this one time.
Huh.
I'm talking to them now.
Yeah.
I had a school dance once, and this drove me crazy. I was like, for years, I was like, you guys are crazy. I walk into the school. It was a grade school. It was like grade 6, 7, 8. And the teacher comes up and they said, okay, we're looking forward to this, but just make sure you keep everything nice and clean. You know, no problem. All of our songs are all clean versions, no swearing, nothing like that, right? Okay, and you know, make sure you don't play any inappropriate songs. Like, don't play AC/DC Shook Me All Night Long. I looked at her, I'm like, really? She goes, yeah, it's not appropriate. I said, okay. Do you mind if I ask why? And she goes, what do you mean? Because it's talking about having sex all night. I'm like 35 years old. I didn't pick up on that. And you're telling me that these kids are going to pick up on that? Fuck out, come on.
Yeah. Do you intentionally play Tupac and Biggie one after the other every time you play them?
No.
Yeah. I still tend to do that.
If it mixes well, actually tomorrow they want some of that too, so I'll drop some of that. Yeah. But when it comes, if it's a client, like if it's a bride and groom, and they don't want certain music, that's fine. That's different. So.
Do you agree that we need a 4K release of the Santa Claus?
See? Oh wait! I was about to say I never saw it, but I just realized that you're talking about what's his name?
Is that
Tim Allen?
I think you're right.
Is that the one? It's not a bad movie. That was actually a pretty good movie. I don't remember the second one. I'm gonna get sauce all over Kevin here. I'm gonna show that's my guys. You gotta turn on the lights. That's the matzo burger. It's got the mozzarella cheese. It's got the sauce there on the side. It's freaking awesome. This is good stuff here, dude. Thanks again, man. I love this.
My pleasure. It's a small rental fee to pay for having your controller for. This is the second time I've taken this one. Did I tell you that Long and McQuaid?
And now I'm going to be letting it out to my friend Sarah here. She's going to borrow it, and we'll see what she gives me.
We have a music chain called Long and McQuaid here, where they sell all kinds of musical instruments and DJ equipment and PA equipment, stuff like that. And I had quite a headache, not from them specifically, but while I was going through this bit, buying all these controllers and things like that. In the end, I had bought one as a demo. And when I got it up there, that's what caused this whole problem. It's a ground one. It's from a company called Reloop. And the place that I work at has this horrible ground hum if you have the wrong things grounded. And I couldn't for the life of me get rid of the ground. I tried everything. I spent extra money on a direct box, hum eliminator, everything you can think of. Every kind of wire and adapter.
So you plugged it in somewhere else that had
I ran 50 feet extension cords across the bar to other circuits and everything. I couldn't get it to work no matter what I did. I did all but pull out a generator.
Really?
And nothing would work. So I sent it back. I brought it back to Long and McQuaid, and I said, I got this problem. I go, can you send this in for repair? Ask them to look at it, and they got to try 6 different ways. They got to try XLRs, 1/4 inch, and what am I thinking of? Tip ring sleeve, or 1/4 inch and RCAs.
RCAs,
And then they got to try grounded and ungrounded. So they got to try 6 different things. So it took a month or whatever it was, but they brought it back and they said it's nothing's wrong with it. I said, okay, well now I got a problem because the thing's $1,000 Canadian. So I said, well now I got a problem because I got to sell it because I can't use it where I'm working. And they said, oh no, you bought it like 45 days ago, so we're just gonna refund you.
Oh, so
I
they did.
couldn't believe it. He's like, oh yeah, no, you don't even need your card. I'll just put it right back on your card. I'm like,
Really?
that was incredible. Long McQuaid's been good through all of this.
It was 45 days, or you said it was
Within
45 days?
Within the 45 days or something like that.
Wow.
We do need Big Kahuna Burger. And then Hill to DC. Yeah, I haven't actually gone to bed yet. I'm on my way home. Low tire pressure. I'm on my way home from...
What, are you leaning on the car?
Yeah, it must be, eh?
Like, seriously.
Oh, that's unfortunate, the monkey, but to be honest with you, I don't know anything about it.
Who was talking about Christmas movies and why Christmas movies?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Oh, Christmas movies. Yeah, the monkey was talking about it here.
We were talking the other day. Is it too early for Christmas?
They have them running here in on one of the television channels for halfway through October, before Halloween even comes. They got Christmas movies
One
going.
of the stations hits it from November 1st every year.
Oh.
I don't remember which station it is. I think it's Star.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was thing 98.1.
Or maybe it is 98.
Or one of those things. Yeah, we're talking about radio stations too, where they just changed. They stopped playing all the regular music and play only Christmas music from November.
We were talking about this the other day. I don't know. My opinion is, so Thanksgiving in the States, of course, it's different because theirs is coming up. What is it, this weekend?
Next, I think.
Next weekend? So I'm already seeing a lot of Black Friday deals and everything now.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are saying right away, November 1st. Halloween's done, hit it with Christmas. I think you gotta wait at least for us here, until at least.
I believe that I've
November
heard
12th.
people say they
Tomorrow.
want it to be November the 12th because don't overshadow Remembrance Day. But like I said, the movies have been running since what I feel like is halfway through October. I think since Shark Week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or whatever that was.
No, man. Christmas, maybe start decorating a little bit, but not with Christmas stuff, just more winter things. December 1st, that's a good time to hit it.
That's true, the monkey. We definitely could use hope. I try to always have hope in every situation where possible.
And then, when do you take down your tree?
Oh,
2-3 days later? Nah.
I'm usually not the one that takes it down.
For me, you gotta leave it up all for January.
I thought there was some kind of bad luck about it or something. It's got to be gone by
don't say
New
that.
Year's or whatever. No, I don't know.
Because then I'm not gonna.
I could be way off. I could be way off on that.
I did leave my tree up one year. Remember that? Do you remember that at all?
No.
The condo?
No.
Wait, I left it up a whole year. June, July comes around, and then by July or August, I was like, well, fuck, I'm just gonna have to put it up again.
That's like
6
the
months.
Christmas lights outside. Why would you take them down?
take 'em
I
down?
got to do this again next year. Just leave them.
Just leave them there. Just don't turn on the switch. That's it.
They got those ones. I mean, like this is probably 20 years old now, but they have. I haven't put up Christmas lights in a long, long time. But they have these things that go under your eaves troughs on your house,
Yeah.
if I understand right, and then they open up. There's a door that opens, and the Christmas lights just kind of fall, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
in the
yeah.
spring you can just put them all.
back,
Yeah.
You're talking like for those hanging icicle.
Something like that. I vaguely remember. Thank you, Hilda DC, by the way.
Okay, guy, I'm gonna let you go on your drive. Have a good one.
Oh yeah, we got to do our
You still
thing.
got what, half an hour?
Yeah. Okay, pardon me, everybody. Let me give you something more entertaining to watch than my empty seat here. I'm going to just give Dan what he needs. Did I have my Kleenex box in the camera the whole drive?
No, not that I remember.
That's silliness. I bet you it was there.
Oh, guy, that food hit the spot, man.
It did. We're going to, I'll try to be quick.
That was damn good. Honestly, that's what I needed. But the worst thing is, I'm gonna probably go home and fall asleep right away. You want the chairs in the back? Yeah. Compared to my SX, holy shit, this is small, dude. All right, guy.
Left the door only for left the vehicle for 2 seconds and put the, locked the door for no reason. Yeah, guy.
Thanks again for the A&W. Drive safe there.
All right, see you, guy. All right, thanks everybody for out.
Sync has detected a new device. For your safety, please stay alert to changing road conditions and use Sync's voice-activated features while your vehicle is in motion.
We are back on our way. Hill to DC. Yeah, I decided to do this because one of the things that's been bothering me for so long is it's been almost 3 months since I started that Friday night gig. I was DJing earlier tonight, right? And we finish at 2 in the morning. Oh, why do I have a... Oh, something on the computer here. Oh, that's just that low temperature. Okay. All right. Pardon me. So I was DJing at this thing that I've been working at for, I forget if it's 10, 11 weeks, something like that. And all this time I have these drives, right? Like, so I leave the place at 2 in the morning and or 3 in the morning. I'm not home until 5. But it's such a long drive and there's nobody to call, right? To talk on the phone to kind of keep you awake. Music is not enough. And, you know, I listen to podcasts or audiobooks and stuff like that. And it sometimes isn't enough to keep you awake, really. And it's the last 15 minutes that really starts to get to you. You know, the first part of the drive's not so bad, but eventually it's a bit much. And that's just because it's after a long day. So I decided to try the driving streams during these drives and see how it goes. But thank you again, everybody, for hanging out. It sure does help because it makes the time fly for me. Say I love road trips. It's been a long time. The road trips I've taken in my life have been out of necessity. It's always for work. I used to go with my parents sometimes, right? We went for kind of a almost vacation, but we just stuck to the northern states and kind of drove along what I'm assuming now is Highway 90. But we I like driving in general, so if I'm with other people, I'm always volunteering to drive. I really like the freedom of being able to make the call as to whether it's time to go or stay or whatever, right? But I enjoy it a lot. I've been through the entire northeastern United States. New England in particular, I was going to for about a year and a half every month as a minimum. I would DJ at places in Providence, Hartford, and Boston. And then I think I've played in almost every major city, at least up to the I-90. Anywhere you can drive to, no flights, nothing like that. Yeah, apparently, you're right, the monkey. Travel Fun 69 was saying earlier that we're expecting snow this week. So we'll see. I'm very lucky. My truck I keep in immaculate condition, and it's got 4x4. It's one of the biggest reasons why I got it. So snow doesn't bother me too much. For driving. Don't like shoveling, don't like walking in it. Mom and pop diners. I don't really have a favorite diner that I can think of. But in actually Niagara Falls, Canada, there's a couple of restaurants that I really like. There's this Italian place called Carpaccio, and it's quite popular. And then there's a pub called Doc McGilligan. I think it's called Doc McGilligan's, and they always do a great job with the food, but the staff is friendly and happy, and they all hang out together and stuff like that. Yeah, as far as a diner, sure. There's this thing in, I think it was in Providence. Quite sure it was in Providence, Rhode Island. And what it is, the city apparently pays their electric bill for them because it's like declared a historical thing. But it's almost like a trailer, more like a food truck. And it's out by one of the city buildings. I'm vaguely remembering. And that was kind of cool. I bought the t-shirt and lost it somewhere. I misplaced it somehow. Oh, probably. Yeah, the monkey, probably everything. We had, it got really strict around here. Oh, the UFO one. You know, I walked in there once when I first moved to Niagara, just to like sell them business cards or something, which they didn't do. But I was kind of like walking around town doing that a little bit. But I walked in there, but I haven't eaten there. Yeah, there's this restaurant in Niagara Falls that the whole outside is done that it looks like a UFO. And it's been there a long, long time. I think it's actually called Flying Saucer Restaurant. One of the things I can tell you, so I've been living there for 6 years now. And when we've gone out to dinner, the franchises we haven't had luck with. So we've been to Milestones twice. One of them was the worst experience I've ever had. The meal was not good, and the service was just atrocious. The guy wouldn't leave us alone. And the keg we went to, the table was so big, and the music sold out, you can't have a conversation across the table for dinner. I didn't really enjoy that. But that's just me whining about it. I'm not saying it was like all that awful. We just had a bad experience, those times. I forget whatever else, but the Skylon Tower, we've been to, I think we went twice, and that was great, as would be expected. And then these couple of restaurants I like are great. Chuck's is a chain in around the Greater Toronto area, and that franchise was okay. So if we're gonna go to a franchise, we head out of town. We just go to the next city over where things seem to be okay. But otherwise, we stick to independence where possible. Out of this world, yes. What film was my worst theater experience? I don't know if I've had a bad theater experience. One of the theaters I used to go to so regularly was one where the tickets are cheaper, right? What happens is like the new theaters, like 20 years later, get bought out by these smaller companies and stuff like this. But when you consider it, it was originally a Cineplex Odeon, which is a monstrous chain or franchise here. I think it's a chain. And so even being a budget theater, still had all the luxury of, or whatever you want to call it, of a major theater in the first place. I can't imagine that I've had a bad experience. Oh, I think Kill the DC's talking about a real UFO. Oh, actually, I do have a story for you. The film that was my worst theater experience. A friend of mine is a Lord of the Rings fan, and they had a marathon here where they played all 3 movies in a row, and they are long movies. I think they're over 3 hours each. And my friend just asked me to go. He goes, can you just come with me? He goes, I want to go so bad, but, I need somebody to go with. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll go. And we went, and I had not seen the movies before. And by the time we got to the last hour or half hour, even he couldn't take it anymore, and we left. It was just too much. Sometimes they do marathons like that. I actually had my son come with me. We watched Oceans 11, 12, and 13 all in one of the theaters a couple years after they'd been out. Couple of cars behind me, but they're staying pretty close. I don't know what they're doing. You guys gonna pass me now, I think. So where these lights are starting on the highway here, we're just getting to the last town before Niagara Falls now. See if I can book a oil change. I'm overdue. Well, I'm way overdue. Never mind. I get them every 10,000. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's no fun. Cookie. Yes, Hilda DC. You gotta keep Woody and Wendy on the case. The one thing that's too bad about driving this late is I typically will drive by the actual Niagara Falls, but the my place is only about 15 minutes away, but the lights will be off. I think they turn them off at 2 a.m. Hilda might be an imposter. Another bridge. Apparently this might be the longest bridge in the world with a curve in it. I could be wrong about that, but this is what I hear. Hilda DC is something else. I describe her when I talk about her channel to other people as being one of the most encouraging people that I've ever met. She's an extremely strong-willed person, first of all, but so I wonder if I can find a word to describe, but you know, the kind of person who like truly will have your back, but stand up for you, stand with you, stand beside you, stand behind you. Like, you know, in every sense of the word. I've been lucky enough to know Hilda now for beyond, I believe, 2 years. but she is really, really, really encouraging, especially in her videos and content. She constantly encourages others. Did at least one stream over here. These are the what do they call this again? The outlet collection, but I forget if it's called Niagara Outlets or something like that. Yeah, outlet collection at Niagara. And it's a weird looking place because it's all the big box names that we know, but it's almost like an outdoor mall, so it doesn't have an indoors. Interesting. All right, thanks, Impressions DJ. So thanks everybody for hanging out. This is great way to help the time move quickly for me. There's the Niagara Falls sign there. This is where we're officially in Niagara Falls, Canada now. Six hours for you? Hour and a half, really? Oh, yeah, 6 hours probably to the border. Yeah. Doesn't seem like a plane should take that long to get there. I thought it was 2 hours. I think it's a 2-hour flight from Toronto to Florida. So you would expect it would be like half the distance or somewhere around there. But I don't know what the flight there would actually entail, so one thing I always say about this area, you can see how well kept it is. They pave all the time, like, so the roads are spectacular because tourism is such a huge thing here. You know that if people's cars get damaged, they won't be so quick to come back. But the Niagara Falls area relies on tourism. This is that part of the night where you're grateful to be 10 minutes from home, or pretty much. It's a little bit longer than that, but try to get out here and stream before the weather gets too terrible. You can see a lot of the trees have lost their leaves now. Do a bit of streaming around this area. This is what we call Clifton Hill, and to go up to the right up the street, there's a lot of attractions and things like that. It's the huge tourist area. I didn't realize the lights are already out. I should have known this for the Winter Festival of Lights. Oh, we get an extra bonus right now. I wasn't expecting to see this. This stuff is gorgeous, what they do here. I hope you enjoy looking at this. You'll have to pardon me because I can't read the chat very well. You can see what I mean. There's a few lights to the left of us. I wasn't prepared for that. Much of the city has lots of these lights. Niagara Falls, Canada is an energy provider, so this is a fitting, you know, kind of attraction as well. You see that joy thing? That's another light that would be lit up. So the Niagara Falls are to the left of us, but the lights are off. These lights are on, they'll stay on. But isn't this cool? We're getting a sneak peek at the Winter Festival of Lights. I feel like they increase it every year. I could be wrong. Welcome to Niagara Parks. Is what that sign had said. Isn't this just a beautiful area to be? It already is, but with these lights, it's something else too. Hopefully my battery's gonna hang on. You see the mist from the Horseshoe Falls there. Just going straight up in the air. There must not be any wind. It is looking a lot like Christmas. Yes, the monkey. I filmed this once. It was a weird thing because I went out to stream. The stream cut off after about 10 minutes. I forget how long it was, just because it was freezing cold and the phones can't handle it. And that video actually performed pretty well at the time. We'll try to get out here and get this again. You can imagine the work that goes into this. Oh, when I have to be away, it's usually a day or 2 or 3. Look at that. It's all ready to go. That's a whole area to the right where you can drive through, and they've got all these different displays and things like that. That's the exit, so I'm sure that's going to be the last of those lights. Oh, yeah, I don't know if there'll be political stuff for me, because in Canada we got nothing going on with that right this minute. Yeah, but the flyers are there. Lots of charity stuff and things like that, I'm sure. Alright, that's about as entertaining as things are going to get for today. So thanks everybody for hanging out. I appreciate you sticking with me to keep me company. I've just got another, I don't know, 10, 15, hopefully not 20 minutes left to go. And we'll try to do these again. We'll see. Maybe I'll do another one next Friday if I'm doing the same thing. And in the coming weeks, I hope to start getting some video content out there too.